I'm Nora McInerny, and it's going to be okay. And this episode today is, I think, a good reminder that when we say it's going to be okay, we don't mean everything, because today's guest is, she's not having the okayest year, and she hasn't been having the okayest time, and yet she is still here to share some okay things with us. Our guest today is Courtney Maum. Courtney is one of my favorite authors. She's also the person who, if you've ever reached out to me for writing advice, she's one of the people that I send you to instead, because she writes the very good, very helpful, very educational Substack Before and After the Book Deal, which has fantastic writing tips. She's just such a good teacher. But I want to say that this episode nearly ended my friendship with Courtney Maum, because we both have very strong opinions about calendars. And I will need all of you to chime in and tell me who's right and who's wrong. There is also a request at the very end of this episode, so please listen up and remember that you must call or text us to weigh in on what we have requested. Courtney and I are speaking right before her new novel comes out. It's called Alan Opts Out. It's pretty topical for these times. A middle-aged ad man has a little bit, maybe a big breakdown over his role in the capitalist machine, and decides he's going to live off the land by living in the playhouse in his backyard. But his aspirations for a simpler life are in conflict with his wife, a social climber who really wants a swimming pool and really, really, really wants to get in with the women's social group in their town of Greenwich, Connecticut, a very wealthy enclave, which I hope is how you say that word. I've only ever seen it spelled out. So Courtney joins us during this time that is both exciting and stressful, in the midst of a time in her life that has been exciting and also very stressful. So let's get into it. Okay. But enough about me. Let's talk to Courtney. Courtney Maum, good to see you.
It is good to see myself on the screen talking to you, one of my favorite people. Hi.
And you're one of my favorite people. You're one of my favorite people because you have such a beautiful voice, because you really do. I love your voice. It's so soothing to me, because you're so funny. Like one of the funniest writers and one of the most generous writers that I've ever met. And
Jeez,
I think it bears repeating, though I've said it a million times. If you are about to ask me for writing advice, save your breath, because who am I going to send you to? I'm going to send you to two people. I'm going to send you to Courtney Maum. I'm going to say, subscribe to her Substack. It is worth it. And then I always send a link. I say, just get Before and After the Book Deal. Get this book. Everything you need to know is in here. And then I'll tell you, it also go to Lee Stein. Those are the two people I'm constantly referring people to, because I don't know how I write.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. And yeah, I did partly write Before and After the Book Deal so that authors have an out and they don't have to respond to every person who wants to pick their brain. Could we hop on the phone? My niece's cappuccino maker's dog sitter's wife wrote a memoir, which you get on the phone with them for an hour and a half unpaid to talk them through publishing. And you're welcome. No, you can buy Before and After the Book Deal. Just tell them to buy that.
Just buy that. Because also I'll get on the phone and I'll be like, I don't know. I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. You probably Google that. I don't know. But it's so good. But you have this is a special time in an author's life where you have a new novel coming out. And so you are supposed to feel so excited and joyous and just overcome with all the good feelings for all the good things that are happening around this book. I love this book. It's so funny. Alan Opts Out. It's very timely and also timeless. Tale as old as time. Capitalism, class consciousness and classism and class climbing and consumerism and
all these things.
It's so good. And then also your life, I hope this isn't going too far, kind of sucks right now.
Yeah. Personal life is sort of been in shambles for over a year, lots of loss, lots of
Yeah.
death, lots of break-ins, like you name it. I mean, I can go through the list or not, but
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
let's
just
do a bullet list. Let's do a
you really
bullet
want
list of
that? It's a little
let's do bullet
overwhelming. Okay.
let's do the highlights,
The
right?
highlight
Because
reel.
every time I saw something,
I
which is
know.
also a low light reel, I was like, are you serious?
Okay.
Like,
So,
can the universe say pause?
all right. So highlight reel, it starts in October of 2025. For context, my husband's French, so all of his family and loved ones are in France. I live in Connecticut. We get a call that his mother out of nowhere has had a cardiac crisis and probably won't live through the night. She is extremely dear to us and was in great health. We literally left while our kid was still in school, and we were like, we'll figure it out when we get to the airport. While I was in France, she made it. She made it through the night. She's back on track now. But while I was in France, I was modeling a piece of like rehabilitation equipment for her, and it malfunctioned, and the handle came and popped me in the eyeball, completely split my retina. I almost lost my vision. Had to have emergency eye surgery. This happened right when I was supposed to be doing my copy edits on Alan Opts Out. So I had to, of course, there's no room in publishing for like trauma. So I had to do my copy edits with one eye. Then while I was literally like recovering from surgery, my beloved cat was hit by a car. He tried to make it. Every day I had to take him to the vet to have his bladder drained. Then I had to relocate to Florida to launch a court case against my ex-stepfather to have him evicted. Then these are just the highlights. There was my father-in-law died. And then I was robbed. And the person who ended up with my IDs went on a bank spree impersonating me. So I had to deal with a lot of identity theft.
What'd she buy?
Well, she didn't buy anything. She was trying to take money out of all different of my account, other people's account, writing false checks to people for like, you know. She hit, it was a gang. It was like and I don't mean like a gang, like of thugs.
Yeah.
It was like a group of people. I get this is a thing. Generally there's a male driving the car, and then they pile a bunch of different women in the back, women of color, women who are brunettes, blondes, women of different body types. And then they go to recreational areas where women feel safe. So like hiking, dog parks. For me, it happened at my barn where I ride my horse, where women either feel safe enough to leave their bag in the car or leave their bag in the car because they're getting on a horse.
Yeah.
And, so anyway, yeah, so they hit like 4 cars that day. And so the women, they were like, okay, you look like this brunette Courtney. So you go, so it was just bad.
Wow.
And then there was a death in my family. I'm going to skip over a couple things. And then my dad just died. So yeah.
So things are, but you have a book coming out. Okay.
But I have a book coming out. So, I was laughing.
I
was laughing with my publicist the other day because I was like, this is the least stressful thing in my life. Normally, it's funny. It struck me as funny how you were talking about, you have a book coming out. It's supposed to be the most joyous time of your life. Generally, authors are not super joyful around the launch of their book because
I've never been more depressed.
There's a lot to plan. The worst parts of yourself come out because you start like, I'm either on best of summer list with friends, like dear friends, or maybe people I don't like, or I'm not making those, you know what I mean? I've gotten better about that nasty part of myself, but generally it's not actually all rainbows and cake. It's a challenging, stressful time. But for me right now, it's so funny because the book launch, the book tour is like my safe place. It's the least stressful. It's the happiest. It's the most joyful. I can't wait to go on tour. Literally, I'm so excited. I packed like 10 days ago. Yeah. So it's not what's stressing me out. There's so many other terrible things too. Like I'm planning a funeral at the same time that I'm planning this book tour, so it's like pretty protected because if someone is nasty, I get a nasty email or text, a bad review, I'm just sort of like, yeah, I have
No
bigger
one's dead.
emotional. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless that message like murders somebody, or it's just like, okay, yeah. I do like the way that loss and tragedy can at least temporarily recalibrate our sense of what is important, because I too have had numerous I've never published a book and not had a mental breakdown over it. So,
Yeah. Are
it's,
you even publishing a book if you stay?
yeah, if you feel good during the process. But, I would say from the outside, I'm going to do a pickup for this, Marcel. From the outside, things are going so well for you, Courtney. You're about to publish a book, but, you've had a really rough year. So give us the highlights. Okay. So here's the thing. In times like this, when everything is going wrong, when nothing happens for so long and then everything happens all at once, I think this is where the it's going to be okay really is put to the test, right? And I don't know about you, but I cannot stand when people say everything is going to be okay, because
I know. I'm like, what proof do I have of that?
right? Yeah,
The
like,
planet's
no,
on fire.
no, yeah, it's not going to be okay that you had to, spend months and thousands of dollars trying to evict your ex-stepfather. It's not going to be okay that you're, you know,
He
a
didn't
dad
appreciate
died
it. He
before you
doesn't
were.
think it's going to be okay. Yeah.
It's not going to be okay for him. I'll tell you that much. But there are things that just like won't be okay, and also I do think that tragedy can at least temporarily recalibrate us and help us appreciate the things that are not the worst. And that is what this show is about. So it's actually a perfect segue that you just
You're
gave us,
welcome.
Courtney. You gave us a perfect segue into what is okay right now.
So the first thing that I'm finding really okay is the Athletic brand of non-alcoholic beer. I like the Free Wave Hazy IPA. A lot of alcoholism was a major factor in many of the things that kind of unfolded this year that were negative. And thus I've sort of thought maybe I should not partake so much in alcohol. So while I am not identifying as sober, I am identifying as someone who probably shouldn't be drinking. Therefore, I am drinking less. And my fridge is stocked with these non-alcoholic beer. I really like the taste of beer. And I'm finding that it's totally doing it for me. I work from home. I mean, you probably feel this way too. I think a lot of people who work from home feel, especially creative people, crossing over from like work time to home time is impossible. That it's so porous. And so, there's time in my life where it's like, okay, well, if I crack open my favorite beer, maybe I sit outside, sit with my husband, that feels like a nice transition. Except I started realizing it was a can of beer a day, which like compared to some of what my family members drink or have drunk is nothing, right? But it is still like a unit of alcohol a day. And so I thought, God, well, let me see what happens if I reach for a non-alcoholic beer. And I'm finding like it totally does it for me. And then, wow, you don't get that like fuzzy headed feeling, and then you don't get hungry and eat tons of sodium that keeps you up at night because you're 47. So that's my first good thing. Athletic Brewing Co. non-alcoholic beer.
Ooh, I like that. It's not gluten-free though, is it? There's no way. Because I think beer just is gluten. I have no idea.
I also didn't. No, it has water, malted barley, wheat, hops, and yeast.
All the things that honestly are why people like beer, and the things that I cannot have. And, if I could go back 20 years, I would say the reason that you are always so sick is because you have celiac, girl. And so you can't, it's probably never good to drink 10 beers in a night, but definitely not if you.
No, that's not good. But someone told me about a phony Negroni. Maybe in a can.
Oh.
I think that might actually be the brand. Phony Negroni.
Okay.
Might be your summer jam.
I'm interested in that. I like the Recess margaritas. They're non-alcoholic. There's no like THC in them. It's like magnesium, adaptogens. I don't even know what those are, but
does it make you sleepy?
No, not really. It's like it makes you you feel fine, you feel good. Okay. It has like the same bite as a margarita, but no tequila in it. Looks
That
good
sounds
in a
great.
glass with ice. You can
Okay.
still do
Salt
the
the
salted
rim.
rim. You can
Ah.
salt the rim. Comes in, I think, like a, kind of a tall, skinny can. Not a tall boy, but I've really liked those.
This is good for me while I'm on tour because
Yeah.
my therapist made me promise like not to drink while on tour, and if I drink, I should feel badly about it, basically. But like I love a margarita, but I can't, I can't have just one. I have two. I have two,
Yeah.
and there's never been a night where I'm like, that was an awesome decision
No,
to have that
there
much like
hasn't.
sugar.
And no, it's so much sugar. It's so much. I also am discovering at this age that maybe another reason why I felt so sick my whole life is I also have like horrible reflux.
Oh.
This is the middle-aged woman podcast. I can't drink alcohol, right? Like it's like drinking fire,
Right.
and my body rejects it
You need
in
some
every way.
kefir.
Yeah, I just can't do it. So, but I really like the recess ones. And I also, have you ever had hop water?
No.
Doesn't taste quite like beer, but it gives you like a little, and it looks like a beer if you're holding the can,
No, I have not had.
No, I think I just like that one because it's gluten-free.
That's like ham water. Are you an
Hot ham
Arrested
water.
Development?
Are we an Arrested Development family, or does my family actually have a dead hamster in the fridge that says "dead hamster, do not eat"? Freezer. He's in the freezer. It's just we've spent so much.
No explanation needed.
No, we've just spent so much money on
the hamster.
Hamster cremation. We've spent hamsters. Yes, we splash out when they're alive, but we really give them a good funeral, and it's like it's adding up. The kids wanted to taxidermy it, and I did look into it.
What's the going rate right now for cremating a hamster?
I mean, it's $90.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing. And then plus,
it does seem like something you could DIY, but maybe you wouldn't want to.
I think you could, but I wouldn't know.
Burials aren't an option for our.
You could, but also I think our dogs would dig it up. A coyote would dig it up.
Okay, all right.
There's a neighborhood cat who would dig it up. And
well, you can do the Tibetan where you burn it on a pyre and you wait for the hawks and falcons to come eat it.
We could do that, actually. That might be really beautiful.
You could do it on your roof.
But we also...
or you could stop getting hamsters.
We're done with hamsters. For the time being, we are done with hamsters. But I do think, they put it in a nice little urn. They make a little paw print that you get to keep. And so it feels like we should have the collector set.
How many do you... Okay, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know.
3 dead hamsters.
Okay, that's all right. I thought you were getting into like double digits.
No.
A little worried.
They had a good life. I don't want to get into it, but it's a lot. That's
rest in peace.
That's a lot of loss for kids too, and then they take it really hard, as they should, right? Because it is a living being. You should take it seriously. But I love that. That's a great, thank you. So one thing that I am loving right now, one thing that is making me feel good, better, is while I do live in Phoenix, Arizona, and Arizona has 176 data centers and 80 more approved, and we are in stage 2 or 3 of a drought, and we're running out of water, and they're just approving data centers left and right. Seeing kids
makes sense.
Boo speakers at their graduation who are talking about AI as though AI is not the thing destroying our planet, our brains, our sense of reality. Every clip I see of a graduation speaker getting booed, it brings me immense joy.
Man, my algorithm hasn't been bringing me those. That's hot. I love that. That's awesome, because I've been feeling that there's not been enough public shame around AI. I'm a member of I'm a council member of the Authors Guild, which has been fighting like hell against AI and doing really, really good, important work. And, we were having meetings kind of about putting best practices together for authors. And the group was very divided between, we should not be prescriptive. We should be sort of generalist and not judgy. And then like me and like some other people who were like, no, let's judge, let's shame, let's make people feel bad. They should feel bad.
Yeah.
People should feel bad. They should feel embarrassed. They should, this is awful, and it took months really to land on something, but I was definitely of team like, no, why be polite?
Why be polite? Also, because thank you to the Authors Guild, we are all in a class action lawsuit
Yes.
because all of these AI companies, when people are like, oh, but like it's helping, right? I'm helping you write.
I am helping you write unpaid.
My ancient uncle who never used the internet is helping you write because his philosophy books are in there.
Exactly.
His
the academics
book
who are like
is
living
in
at the
there.
fringe of society. Yeah. Where do people, I know it's adorable that people are like, oh my gosh, ChatGPT makes the best therapist. You're just pulling these amazing ideas out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, it wrote me a wedding speech. I'm like, no. We wrote you the wedding speech. Where do you think these words come from? It's plagiarized. It's stolen.
Yeah. I just really love, I don't know. I think the argument for AI is always like, look at all these human things that aren't problems, but just make us human, right? Writing a wedding speech, wanting to say the right thing. And now let me smooth all that out for you and take all the humanity of it out for you. And seeing another generation who, I've also seen reports that Gen Z finds AI cringe. They find it millennial zing. You know, they're like, they're full rejecting it. My daughter is 19. She's going to be 20 very soon. And like, they're using digital cameras.
No, I know. They're going back to things I've predicted in my second novel, Touch.
You did.
I just wish they would discover that novel. But no, the landlines, phone conversations, I'm here
all
for
that,
it.
all that. And so to see them, you know, they're on the precipice of what they believe will be adulthood, but will take, you know, a minute to get there, of course. And to see them there, sitting in the audience, listening to an adult who is part of a generation that has ruined our economy, our world,
and
say,
land.
oh, let me tell you about the future that we've picked for you. And to see this generation reject it out loud is really powerful. So if you are having a bummer of a day, get on TikTok, search graduation speaker AI booing.
Okay, done.
And just enjoy.
I know my Friday night plans.
They're leaving. They're just leaving their graduation. Like, peace. Later.
To me, that's extremely erotic. That's my erotica. Like, there's no penetrative sex. It's just like,
just people.
Jacqueline got up out of her chair, her thighs sticking to her, you know, valedictorian gown, and walked the fuck out of the scene. Like, hot.
Very cool. So, I don't know. That's really just, it's a nice little soothing balm for a world where, you know, for this goddamn world, shall we say.
Speaking of soothing balms, can I offer up my next?
Please do.
Item? It's a double header.
Okay.
So when my cat, he did not make it. He put up a wonderful, beautiful, valiant fight, but he did start showing us that having his bladder drained every single day at the vet was not exactly how he thought he'd be good. So, when, you know, we had to put him down, my husband was in France because his father was dying, and I was all alone. And so I said to him, I know you're not going to be on board with this, but like, I'm going to get another cat right away. And he was like, that's not actually, you don't really get to make that decision because we're married and we live together.
Babe.
And I was like, yes, but you see, I've been taking the cat every day, and I had to put him down, and I just had to bury him in the backyard. I had to dig a hole in the frozen. So I was like, I think actually I have more points. And he was really against it, but I said to him, I'll crack. I can't have like a minute of absence. I mean, I understood I had to have some minutes, right? But I was like, I can't, like, my writing is keeping us alive right now. I'm the breadwinner, and I can't write without a cat. I can't stand it. The loss is too big, and I'm not going to go get any old thing, but like, it's happening right away. When we find the right cat, like, it's happening. And, he has seen me have a severe depression. He's been through it. And so he was not so eager to have that happen. So we went to a place called Collaborative Cats, and we ended up with brother, sister, bonded little pair. And we named them Goose and Rocky. And Rocky is now that he's getting older, because when we got them, they were 4 months. He's actually, we call him New Chester sometimes. Our cat's name was Chester, or sometimes we call him the second coming of Chester, because he looks just like him. Like he ended up being a Maine Coon, where his sister Goose is a Duluth Tortie, which I'd never heard of in my life, but it basically looks like he stained her underside. Like she's orange on the bottom, and then she's almost like a Russian blue on top, and she's elegant, like an elegant ninja who's very discreet and careful, and he is a huge klutz. He can barely jump without knocking everything over. And the two of them together have like brought such love and like laughter and they're into my life. Normally the reason I'm in my husband's like hut in the backyard, because they're so like, we're bonded. And so especially with Zoom call, video things.
They'll be on it. Be here.
They really need to be involved and chewing all the cords. So unfortunately I have to do the kind of fun calls away from them. But yeah, these just fur balls have put a soothing balm, like you said, all over my wounded heart. And I love them so much. And I wish I could bring them on book tour. Have you seen those memes of where people are like, this is what going on vacation without your cat feels like, and the cat.
I don't have a cat. I don't get these
the cat's
memes.
like superimposed behind images of like Bali, and have Enya playing, and then there's a beautiful hotel, and the cat is all opaque behind it, and that's how I feel. I can't bring them, but what am I going to do?
What are you going to do? Yeah, look, we have a lot of desire for a cat in our family.
Well, given your track record, maybe you pause a little bit.
Well, they've reached their life expectancy. All right. And our dogs are quite alive and
good.
Have been for almost a decade. So we're, they're doing well. However, we do have 2 dogs, and I just feel like that's a lot. That's a lot. And the child who wants a cat the most is very allergic to them. Like his eyeball shuts when he's around a cat. But he's like, I bet I could just take Benadryl every day. I'm like, I think you could, but do you want to?
Well, look into Maine Coon. The long-haired cats oddly have less dander.
Okay.
Yeah, they really do. So like Maine Coons are an excellent cat for people. Okay. I'm not saying they're hypoallergenic. They're not. They're not. But they have less dander than the short-haired cat. They shed less.
How do you keep a cat from scratching all of your furniture?
We don't.
Okay.
I'll tell you what we do. I mean, we have the dumb things. Like we have a spray that we bought online that like doesn't work. We put up scratching posts that they don't use.
Okay. Yeah.
So what we do is we have a big bottle that we got from Home Depot that we put water in and we spray them. So we keep it in like the living room and then there's one in the TV room. And so if they start scratching something they're not supposed to scratch, we water gun them.
I love that. Okay.
And it works. You get a couple of days out of it because they're like, what was that? And then they don't think it'll happen again. But we work from home. So like,
you can stay vigilant. We can stay vigilant.
Yes, you could use a water gun if you want that extra drama.
We have plenty of those. Mm-hmm. But
generally they're just scratchy, and we have really nice furniture.
I know
actually.
you do. That's why I was concerned.
I love them more than the furniture.
Wow, you're a good person.
I mean, debatable, but
you're good. Thanks. You're a good person because I
mean, they're not going to town. Like it's it's manageable because of the squirt gun.
Yeah.
So, it's what's awkward is that when we go away and we have people come and stay,
do not hesitate.
They're not super comfortable. And I'm like, you have to do it.
You must be comfortable.
Because I'll come back and the furniture's a mess. So you must shoot them.
Yeah. Put away all of your feelings about violence towards this animal. It's just water. It's just water. Grow up. Okay. Yeah. Grow up and shoot my cat with a water gun. Okay.
Yeah. Make it fun. It can be fun. Okay. Well, I don't want people going nuts, but you know. Yes. So that's
enjoy it, but not too much.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Is what we're saying. Exactly. That's what we're saying. Mm-hmm. Okay. That was really sweet. And now mine feels dumb, which is, I might have already talked about this on an episode, but I never get over it. I love vanity license plates.
Oh, wow.
And I cannot prove this, but I think that Phoenix, Arizona over indexes for a few things. One is I believe every Cybertruck is here.
Okay.
Every.
There's like 2 in Winstead, Connecticut.
They got lost. They belong in
Okay.
Phoenix, Arizona. This is where all their brothers and sisters are. They
The
are
family
here.
reunion. Okay.
Dodge Chargers. If you see a Dodge Charger, say you're in the wrong city. Get
Well,
to
that
Phoenix.
I know for it to be a fact.
They belong here. Possibly Florida. Arizona and Florida are the same place. One is wetter. The third thing is we have to over-index for vanity license plates. They are everywhere. I wanted to get one, but I just couldn't. I don't know what I would.
What was it going to say?
I don't know. I couldn't
You don't
think
know?
of.
Well, you should.
No, I was like, I just want to.
I can't believe you don't have it planned out.
I was going to get one for Maddie, who would hate it.
Yeah.
And so then I had to, correct myself and say, just because I grew up in a family where we liked to make fun of each other and our jokes were kind of mean, and we would think it's funny to get somebody a license plate against their will, doesn't mean that I have to do that to my husband. So I didn't, but I was going to get him one that said gas dad, or because he is always so concerned with the level of gas in a car. And one person in a relationship can be concerned about the level of gas in a car, but not 2 people. And
has he considered getting an electric vehicle?
It's tough here. We don't have a garage.
Okay.
It's very, very hot. The batteries, and then also,
they explode.
Electricity costs are pretty
water.
high.
Okay,
The water of it all. Yes,
sure
we've thought of it. I had a hybrid for a long time and I loved it. Loved it. It was a game to me, right? To see how little gas I could use, how efficient I could make my drives. It was honestly,
I bet people in the EVs right now are feeling real proud of themselves.
They're feeling really proud. But as they keep building data centers,
right,
and you're okay, we're focusing on what's okay. What's okay to me is these vanity plates. I love when people love something enough to put it on their car, like a bumper sticker, sure, but like you have to apply. I mean, just getting a license plate in general, right? You're like, oh man, I gotta do like that's hard enough. But then to get one that has to be approved, and that also like you're probably going to have to spell it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And I always, if I can't figure it out on my own, I'll pull up. I'll go,
oh my God,
and then I'll say, what does your license plate mean? Because I have to know. And so I pulled up next to this guy. I was like, what does your license plate mean? And he goes, Raiders. It was spelled R-A-8.
Okay.
R-S. And I was like, I was like, what is it? And I was like,
Raiders.
And he was like, yeah, like the football team. And I was like, oh.
He loves them so much.
Window up. I'm like, okay, great. Raiders. It didn't make sense to me, but I love that it made sense to you. I guess RAIDRS wasn't available. So whatever, cool. But I saw the best one in the world. I hope I haven't already talked about this, but if I have, pretend you haven't heard this, guys. And it said TMRN8R Tumornator.
Wait, Terminator or
Tumornator? I pulled up, I rolled down the window. I said,
Nora,
I said,
an investigative journalist.
I said, are you an oncologist? He said, yeah. And I said, thank you for your service. And I love your license plate. And he said, you understood it? I said, I understood it. And he said, I also have one that says Tumornator too. I was like, I took my ring off. Matthew was driving. I said, I'm single. Let's
seal the deal.
Let's seal the deal. Tumornator. I don't know where I know where this doctor lives, somewhere in Paradise Valley, Arizona. I just.
That's amazing. That is the best.
That's the best
one.
And
that he has two.
Tumornator and Tumornator 2. And if you know the Tumornator, and if you're married to the Tumornator,
or you are the Tumornator.
Or if you are the Tumornator,
the second term.
I don't think 3 husbands is too many.
Right.
To have. No. And as we know, anything can happen. In this economy, I probably should be with the Tumornator. And then if you're married to the Tumornator, watch out. Okay.
Oh God. That's excellent. You've given me like a more positive spin on it because I don't know that I've always harbored such pleasant feelings of, innocent inquisitiveness when I see people with vanity plates. So I thank you for changing my perspective.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I got to find another one because there was one that was so funny to me that I have to, hold on, open my photos.
Well, you have another vanity
I have another vanity plate. I take pictures of them.
I think you should have an interview series. Like, it seems to me this should be a web
Oh my God, wow,
series.
you're smart. Write this down. Grace, if you're listening to this, write this down. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Okay, this is one that I saw that I loved. It says TLR8IT. Tolerate it? I was like, okay, are we
Are you all right?
Are we all right? Are we
what are we tolerating? Maybe you shouldn't tolerate it.
Maybe we shouldn't tolerate it.
It's like that big book, Let Them.
Let them. Okay, this is another one of my favorites. I took this in New Mexico and it just says, I'm late.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's genius. Because then maybe, the cops are like, oh, I would have given you a speeding ticket, but I hear you're late.
Okay, hold on. I actually have to do a pickup, Marcel, because I got the Tumornator one wrong and I have to reread it. Okay, so I see this car. It says 2MR N8R2. Tumornator 2. Then I pull up to him and he goes, I've got another one that says Tumornator. He's got Tumornator and Tumornator 2. He's got both of them. Okay, here's another one that I loved. Are you ready for this one? This is probably the best one. Bush 9/11.
No, my God. Wait, but say more. Wow, they need another car. Like other vanity. Wow. Oh my God.
God.
There's probably a sticker above it that says, ask me about.
Yeah. Okay. This one too. Oh God. O GODYME.
Oh my God, no, stop. Are you making this up? That's really something
these are real.
You saw?
I take pictures of these.
I would have sort of assumed you couldn't use God on a vanity license plate.
You can. I think you can. Okay.
God.
I mean, obviously you can. Okay. This I took at the cremation place where we cremate our hamsters, and it says CRE M8TR.
No, stop. So the cremator and the tumornator, do you think they go on joy drives together?
The cremator? I saw that and I was like, God, I love somebody who loves their job. I really do. I love somebody who loves their job.
Arizona is nuts, man. Okay, we're not out here doing this in Connecticut.
No. Okay, this is another good one. STR SSED.
I don't know.
Stressed.
Stressed. Jeez. What a terrible thing to commit to.
Okay, GIV3 U up. Or UP.
Give throw up?
Give up.
These are depressing.
Oh God.
That's a terrible thing to be driving around with on your license plate.
Is that all of them? Come on. There's another one that said, this one is crazy. Okay. What does this mean? I need everybody to chime in on what this one means. LVTB mom. To me, this is an anti-vaxxer.
Mom,
MOM. To me, this says a mom who loves TB and doesn't want vaccinations.
I love to be a mom. Yeah, you're welcome. You only get the really difficult ones, and then the ones that are super obvious. Yeah, this person loves to be a mom.
Thought she loves tuberculosis. TB.
Or that.
TB.
Sure, she could be a lover of tuberculosis and motherhood.
Okay, I was like, wow, Maha has gone too far.
Okay. On that note, would you like to hear about
Please.
my next
I'm
item?
ready. I'm ready.
Okay. This is old school.
Okay.
Literally something that generally is reserved for
Okay.
people in their 80s. It's potpourri.
Okay.
This is the brand. The brand is Oficina Profumo Farmaceutica de Santa Maria Novella. Okay, it's the Santa Maria Novella Pharmacy.
Hold on one second. I think I have some. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, you have some? Stop. No shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No
This
way.
is a gift from my other fancy friend.
Damn.
Shout out to Sarah. Tell me about it though, because this is my is it a spray?
Do you have a perfume or a spray?
It's a spray. I think
it might be a perfume. Does it say cologne?
No.
It's the room spray? Because I don't have the room spray. I have
it's the room spray, and this is this tells me that it's time to write.
This pharmacy is like from the 1400s. No joke. It's the world's oldest pharmacy. Shorthand is Santa Maria Novella. And their original product was this potpourri, which has bergamot, bitter orange, laurel, like a bunch of salts, lavender, cloves, thyme in it. And I was gifted it by a classy lady.
So was I.
Yeah.
So was I.
It's
Only a
something
classy
like
lady
women
can
in the
give
know,
you something
very,
like this.
very sophisticated women know about this because it's like your grandma's type of thing. But I got it, you can buy it in this like carton, and then what I do is I distribute it where I need it. So I have a sachet in my car.
Yeah.
So I have an old car because I hate smart cars.
Same.
So my car's so old it has not just the cigarette lighter, but a place to put your burning cigarette.
God bless.
I fill the tray with this stuff, and then I effectively have like an urn behind where I write that's filled with this. And then I'm keeping, as I mentioned in the opener, my dad just died, and I weirdly had my like DOP kit broke on the way to go see his body. And when I got there, I was using his bathroom and I wanted to see what he had in his drawer, and he has this DOP kit. And so I asked my siblings, like, could I have this? And they're like, that thing is gross. Take it. And it is a little gross. So I've tried to save the leather, but what I really did was stuffed a little sachet of this potpourri inside, and I'm going to take it on book tour. But I love this stuff. It makes an incredibly classy housewarming gift. Not this one necessarily. If you have the bucks and you like the person enough, they make these terracotta holder vessels.
Ooh.
And so you give someone this beautiful vessel, and the potpourri is already inside it. That's next level, though. That's like $130. So that's what was given to me. I
cannot imagine what this room spray costs, but it's
not cheap.
Came from a beautiful.
This alone is like $38 without shipping, but there's a lot of it, and it smells incredible. Yeah. So this is like, I'm not gonna find this on the back of my toilet like I'm 95 years old. No, it's in the ashtrays.
I was an old lady as a child, and I loved a sachet of potpourri. I had them in all my drawers, and I want to bring that back.
And they make wax tablets too with the same scent that you can put in your drawers.
But what if it touches your clothes? How do you protect your clothes from the wax?
Because you're in a hot place.
Yeah.
Is it so hot that it will melt the wax tablet?
Probably.
Maybe? Okay, well then maybe you use the potpourri.
Yeah. Also, I don't really have drawers anymore. I've got like a closet system. It's not great. But I mean, it's great, but it doesn't, I don't know, maybe a sachet. And my grandma was not the kind of woman who would have known about this. God bless her. Like my grandma was wearing like, free t-shirts from the bank and living in the forest doing pottery.
Yeah, no, none of my family members knew about this.
But someone's fancy
this was
grandma.
brought to me by my friend Eden, who is a classy broad.
Yeah, I got this from Sarah. She's Australian. I can't do that. She's Australian. And she's just beautiful. And she was like, oh, this is like a special. And I said, I'll take it.
I love it.
I'll take it. Give it to me. I can't believe we both. And I keep this by my desk. And when I start my workday, I spray this.
So I have the perfume version on when I do a podcast or something that I'm excited about and I need like a shield. I spray the perfume version.
I like that. Okay.
This is funny. So we both have the same shield. That's wild.
This one's called Melograno.
So that's not the original scent. That's not the potpourri scent, but that is one of their best sellers.
One of their best sellers. Okay. Good. Wow. Now we're all in the know.
Yeah.
Which is kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
Now we're all in the know. Now we all know something
Team
beautiful.
Potpourri.
beautiful.
I guess I
and-
know my vanity plate.
Now, yeah, potpourri would be a good vanity plate. It really would
You can
be.
have it if you want.
Potpourri would be a good vanity plate. Okay, this is kind of a little thing that might not make a ton of sense to people, but I solved a problem that I did not know was a problem. I have been struggling all year to manage my time. I did get your class, Time Management for Idiots.
Time management for people with no time.
Time
It's on
management
my
for people with no
website,
time. Have I watched it
$39.
yet? No, but I
Okay.
will.
You're gonna have to get another link. I'll re-up it for you.
I will. Oh,
You
was there a
haven't had
time
time
limit
to
on it?
watch the time management.
God, I
class?
haven't. I haven't, but it's starred. It's flagged in my
Okay.
inbox, and that means something to me.
Just
But-
text me because the link is going to be expired.
Dang it. Okay, so I have all these. I always have these big calendar pages on my wall right above my desk, so I can see this is coming up, this is coming up, this is coming up. This is you are here every single day. I need to be reminded you are here. This is you. This is your life. These are the things you do. Some people wake up and they just know. My husband just wakes up and he does the same thing every day. I wake up every day. I've never been on Earth before.
Mm-hmm.
But what am I doing? I'll wander around the house. I'll be like, I'm going to start this. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to water this. Blah, blah, blah. So
this is making my cortisol spike.
Imagine now, just imagine being me, right? Imagine being a person who's like, oh, I was going to leave an hour ago. Shit. Okay. Oh God. Okay. But part of this, one of the problems that I was having was I was like, I just cannot keep track of like week to week. What is going on? Like, I just feel always like I'm a day off. I noticed that these calendar pages that I unwittingly bought from an Etsy shop based in the UK. I don't know if this is a UK thing or a European thing. You tell me.
Yeah, they're on a different calendar system.
They start their week on a Monday on the calendar.
Okay.
This calendar is a Monday start.
That seems great to me. That's how I start my calendar.
Sunday start. My calendar.
That's a birth control thing, Nora. No, nothing else starts on a Sunday but birth control.
All calendars start on Sunday.
They start on Monday.
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's something you can toggle on and off. But look at your iCal right now.
No, it'll make something weird happen to my computer.
Okay, mine starts on a Sunday.
I don't use an iCal. Listen, I have. Give me.
Show me your calendar.
Right
show me your 2026 calendar
This is
from
my
Walgreens.
2025 Walgreens.
Okay.
Excuse you. Wash that out of your mouth.
Okay.
No, I have the
free
moleskin.
calendar you get from the bank. It starts on a Sunday. Okay,
Listen, darling, I live in Connecticut.
Okay.
What are you talking about? I have a moleskin. Monday freaking start. Monday.
No. A month calendar. Like by the month calendar.
Monday.
No.
Yes. Nora,
No.
everything starts on a Monday. Sunday is the day
No.
of rest that you end with. You don't start the week with the rest. I
No.
feel pretty confident that you're not correct. It starts on a Monday. Weeks start
Look, here's
on
the thing.
Mondays.
I've never had a calendar
I think
do
this is
to
why
me.
you feel that you're a day off.
No,
because
I've never used something like this.
You are
This is
living on a
wrong.
birth control calendar, and everyone else is on a week calendar. That
Okay, we
starts on
gotta
Monday.
settle this. We gotta settle this. If you are
It's
listening to
settled.
this, I need you to chime in. You gotta be calling. You gotta be texting. Gotta know that everybody has to tell me that Courtney's wrong and that I am
But I'm
right.
not.
And those are the only
Those calls
two
are going to come.
choices you have. Everybody, the phone lines are blowing up.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't even out yet, and everyone's calling to say, "Wow, Courtney's so wrong." No calendar should
This is
start
fiction.
their week on a Monday.
I
I've
think
never
your
heard of
life's going to
such a thing.
change. Your life's going to change when you
Mm-mm.
embrace the Monday start.
No. This is
All
bad.
right.
This is bad stuff, guys. It's demonic. This feels like something a coastal elite would say. I'm just gonna.
Okay, fine. I will. Then I am a coastal elite who believes that the week starts with Monday, along with the rest of the world,
Guys, I don't know what to say.
except for the birth control companies
Okay,
that
and my
started
brain.
on Sunday because of God.
Because of God.
Yes,
Because of
because
God.
hopefully you've had only procreative, reproductive sex over the weekend, and then we need to remember God. I guess that's not the way that it works. Well, whatever. Only my birth control starts on Monday. Only my birth control. Hold on, pick up. Only my birth control starts on Sunday. All business begins on Monday.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to let this one go because
you're
we're going to
wrong.
let it go because I think, you know what, actually, it's a really beautiful thing that everybody's brain works differently and everybody's calendar runs a little bit differently. And there are people who buy a Sunday start calendar and there are people, freaks, who buy a Monday start calendar and they know not what they do. And that's okay.
Well, I know what I'm doing because I start on Monday.
What they do. They're
that's
confused. I need a link. Send me a link. Send me another link. I bought your time management class. And I never
So just so
it.
you know, the time management class is based on a Monday start. So maybe you don't want to take it.
I start my week on a Monday, but I like to see the weekend broken up. So it's like, I see.
That's called the Sunday scaries.
No, I don't. No.
All right. Well, I think this horse is dying and we're beating it. But
one thing about me, I love a dead horse. Okay.
That you want to talk about an expensive cremation.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Equine cremations start, at least where I live, at $3,000 and they're going way up from there.
Also, you get so much. You get so much.
You get a lot of ashes, but thank your lucky stars that you're in a hamster family and not.
Would you cremate your horse?
Well, if he was dead, I would have to do something.
Yeah.
You do have to do something.
Is there burial?
It depends on the state you're in.
Okay.
But a lot of states, it's not legal to bury a horse because they're so large and they're kind of fetid when it's a lot of smell, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So it depends on the state you're in. I mean, if you have your own equipment, like people won't, if you, I don't know, for some reason have a crane. I mean, you need like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So, as it does with capitalism, people are between a rock and a hard place when they have a 1,400 pounds
1,400 pounds
horse or 12, they usually range between 1,000 and 1,400 pounds.
I had no idea.
And you can't lift it. You can't. So literally you have to someone comes with like a crane, even to cremate it. It's a really difficult process. If you have the property and you're not obeying the laws and you can do it yourself, you still need, what are those things called that go with the soil?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
like an earth mover is what they call it.
Well, people are calling in about Sundays and Mondays. Maybe they can give us English language.
God.
That thing that moves the earth. So you really need people to help, and thus supply demand. It's extremely expensive.
Oh boy.
My horse is alive. Thank God. I hope we can keep it that way. I've had enough.
Yeah.
DEATH. So right now he is.
Yeah. Well, let's not talk about cremating the horse. We're not cremating the horse because the horse is alive. And we just don't have to
horses
do
pass away, and it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
I have one last thing, and it's a Zillow listing for a kind of crumbling, fetid, moist house in northern Florida. On the Ichnetucknee. Like, I'm obsessed with these natural springs in Florida, and I go down there a lot. It's sort of my safe and happy place. Oddly, I find a lot of respite and pleasure inside of Florida, and I love the humidity. I love the swampiness. I love it all. So when I was there recently, I saw a house that's my dream kind of writing shack. I'm going to call it a shack because it was just shack, kind of falling apart. And it was one of these weird things like carpeted kitchen.
Oh, love. Yes. Give me the freak house.
Yeah, it was a freak house, but it was like matched all of my inner freaks. And it was affordable, frankly. My husband, shockingly, was not keen on me just having a spare home. That he doesn't like that area, and I pointed out that didn't matter because I wanted to be in it alone writing 100%. During the winter.
Yes, men lack vision.
So lots of people lack vision. So I felt confident that maybe it wouldn't sell, like, because it's too nice of it's sort of it's a lot of concrete, so it's like well built enough that you probably wouldn't knock the whole thing down.
Yeah.
So I watched it daily, and oh my God, someone bought it for $90,000 under asking. So, but I've decided to, even though I'm like, there's only one other person in the world that wouldn't renovate this house to
Mhm.
within an inch of its life, and it's you, Nora.
Yeah.
So I have to not disassociate and accept that, first of all, someone else did buy it and they're probably renovating it, but I still look at the Zillow listing every day. And I
Yeah.
just hope that something in their life that they just were like, I took on more than I could chew.
Yeah.
And then my
Catch and
dream
release.
is that my novel, which was optioned, actually moves into some level of development where I
Yeah.
could just even write them a letter and be like,
Yeah. Can I have
do you
this
want an
house?
offer that you can probably refuse, but
Yeah. But I would
I'll
love
bring you some
this.
sweet tea. And yeah, so I have a postcard that I printed for myself of one of the springs by the
I
house.
love that. That's such a good vision, Courtney.
Yeah. And I keep it behind me, just waiting
Yeah.
for that house to free up. And then I'll put the carpet back in the kitchen, I guess, and some moldy stuff so it
I
smells
love
bad again. And
that.
yeah, so
I love that.
that's my last thing, and almost like my most important. It's really like what I want. I'm excited about
Mhm.
aging because I have my whole plan. You know, I've got a caftan. I will bring my cats, which is like a risk because there's lots of snakes and, well, there's gators.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be steamy and sweaty in my
Yeah.
caftan. My skin will probably be glowing because I'm drinking a non-alcoholic beer. And I'm just gonna write a shit ton of books.
Yeah.
Basically, I just sort of want to take over for Carl Hyacin
Mhm.
when I love him, so I hope he doesn't go quickly. But I'm ready. You
You're
know,
ready to be a swamp
I'm just sort of
writer.
ready to take the Florida
Yeah.
humorist
Yeah.
spot. So I need to prep. I need to go soon and kind of.
I think you do. You have to lay the groundwork.
Yeah.
You have to get the roots down.
Yeah, and I'm also going to
Yeah.
try to hold on to my Democratic, left-leaning.
I mean,
I'm going
look,
to try.
moving to a red state is,
Yep.
I mean,
I think it's an act of generosity.
I think it is. I think it's, and there's good people and interesting people
Yep.
and good things everywhere you go.
Everywhere. Well, especially here because there's
Yeah.
a lot of protection work. You're not terribly far from the Everglades. There's many, I mean, you want to find the true, like, living off the land preppers who've been making their own food and hunting and gathering and using the swamp coolers and are really not using a lot of resources. They're in northern Florida.
Yeah. And guess where else they are? Western
Arizona?
Florida, also known as Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
They're in Arizona. They're in
Great.
there.
So I don't know what my vanity plate will be like when I finally get my shack in northern Florida.
We gotta think that through. But I support a shack dream. I really love that you printed it out and that you have it ready.
It was not cheap. I got it from Social Print
Studio. Okay. You know who will do it for 29 cents is
Vistaprint.
Walgreens. So,
but I don't live anywhere near. Well, that's
interesting. Okay.
But will they make it look this nice? There's a
Probably
matte
no.
treatment.
No. Social Print Studio is the place to go to print things that will look
I also
nice.
enjoy spending money on these things because it's a way that I'm proving to myself that I'm serious. And also it's a signal to my husband that I'm not letting this dream die.
Yeah.
So get ready to not join me.
Yes. Get ready to not join me. I love that. I really love that.
I ask him frequently, I'm like, what? Because his Zillow plans involve New Mexico.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But, I point out from time to time that I'll be in Florida.
Yeah.
And that I love that for us.
My parents had a long distance late marriage. They loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
How long distance?
My dad had a house in Palm Springs.
Love that.
And my mom lived in Minneapolis. So
that's awesome. She wasn't interested in Minneapolis? I mean, in Palm Springs?
No. She was like, I hate the heat. I don't like the desert. And she was like, my dad was a freelance writer, wrote infomercials. And so he was like, a lot of my work is in California and I can work from anywhere. I hate the winter. Out I go. And she would like visit him.
What I'm hearing is a lot of this has to do with like a person's tolerance to heat. I have a high tolerance to heat and my husband does not.
Yeah. And my husband too. And my husband and I are geographically incompatible in all the same ways. My husband would love to live in like the Pacific Northwest. I think he could also really love like northern New Mexico. He would like mountains. He would like a forest. He would like to wear.
So he likes a bit of chill in the air.
He loves a chill in the air. And I'm a lizard.
Yeah.
So,
he just stands in front of the freezer a lot with the hamster.
he just suffers. I think,
Well,
it's time, and that is a small act of matriarchy. Every time I make a man suffer, I say, okay, well, my grandmother did it, and so now you must do it. Think of it as, balancing the karmic scales.
It's a toll. Yeah.
It's a toll. You're paying the toll.
It's easy pass, but not so easy.
It's uneasy pass.
It's not an easy pass. Oh, maybe that's my vanity plate. That's a good one.
Yes.
I'm going to write that down. That's mine.
I love having a comfort Zillow listing. I really do. Yeah. I love that. I have a few. I have a few myself. Will you send me some screenshots of it?
Oh God, yeah.
For the
privately though, I don't want them in the show notes because I'm moving quick.
Okay, you're moving. Okay, never mind. Don't send.
But
them
I'll send it
send
to
me
you.
The listing. I won't put it in.
I'll send it to you.
Grace, note, we're not putting in the listing, but also Grace, note, I have to send you all of the pictures of the Terminator, all the license plates we talked about. All right, Courtney, every time I talk to you, and we should talk more because I love the phone. I can't remember if you love the phone or not.
I love the phone.
I love the phone.
I love the phone. I want a landline again because I'm on the phone all the time.
Same.
And I need to curl it around my finger.
Same.
I don't love my iPhone, but I love the telephone.
I love the telephone. I love the telephone. Yeah. So bring back the telephone. Is what I say.
On Sundays. And so on Sundays, I can call you and remind you that the week is ending, not starting.
The week is starting. Okay, look, it's been great being friends with you. And I wish you all the best.
I know, this is tough. I have a lot going on, so I won't mourn it for a while, but I will soon, and I'll feel really sad.
When people say, didn't you used to know Courtney Maum? I'll say, no, I don't think so.
No. That Monday starter girl? No, dead to me.
Who? No. Okay, thank you for being here.